Hello friends, Logan Wells here with Dream Guitars, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me, and for you as well, of course. This is a 1930 Martin 00045 Deluxe, which purportedly, officially, doesn't actually exist. This is sort of the 15th Deluxe from 1930. It's considered the prototype, if you will, for the OM45 Deluxe. Of course, they only made 14 in 1930. It's a very famous run of guitars. But this creature, it's stamped and signed and cleared from inspection before those guitars were built. And it was actually a special order for Mr. Wurlitzer of Detroit. So that's why it's considered to be sort of the de facto prototype, like I said. And man, it's an experience to play this instrument. Frankly, it's like an honor to be able to sit with this guitar here today. Brazilian Rosewood, of course, for the back and sides. Adirondack Spruce on top. 45 style appointments, and then the deluxe upgrades, including this really cool pickguard here, which after 1930, or 31, I believe, Martin stopped offering those inlaid pickguards. So this is quite a rare piece. Super well cared for, super well preserved. This instrument is really, really exceptional. The voice in this thing immediately grabbed me. Like this, as soon as I played one chord on this guitar, it was like, okay. It very much has a room-filling quality. Now, I know people banter that around a lot, and people say, oh, it's a room filler, that kind of thing. This really actually does it, though. Like, this truly does go all four corners, hits the room immediately, and just occupies all of the air, so to speak. But it still feels easy and comfortable to my ears as well. It's just really exceptional. And it plays great, too. It's from 1930, it's like a 90-ish-year-old guitar, and it's doing so well. It plays so handsomely. It's got kind of a chonky neck, that with a soft V to it, and kind of a wider feeling, and it just sounds so good and feels so good. Man, it's super awesome. Getting into it, so 00045 Deluxe. For the top, we have the whole fingerboard is trimmed out with pearl. The whole top is trimmed out with pearl. We have snowflakes at the bridge. We have flower and vine here at that tortoise-style pickguard. Coming around to the sides, we have that, of course, at the time, regular old Brazilian Rosewood from 1930, straight grain stuff. 45 style appointments throughout. We have the Ivoroid bindings and then this extensive pearl trim and as well at the heel, which we'll get to. And then we come around to the brass for the back. So I've seen a couple of 30s Martins that all have these mill marks on them, and it just looks really cool. And I'm so excited that, of course, this of all guitars happens to have that too. So I'm sure you can probably see it here in the video, but there's these mill marks that are just, it creates sort of like an illusion of herringbone, actually, that spans both sides here. And you get a little bit of a chatoyance effect with those, actually. So just kind of a three-dimensional thing. Still, 45 style appointments. So we have more pearl trimming out the back here, and the center strip as well. And then we have the heel, and that heel is painstakingly trimmed out in both ivory and abalone and purflings. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially in 1930. That was not an easy thing to do, and it's done so well here. It's really beautiful to see. And that neck, oh, that neck feels so good. Soft V profile mahogany, of course, and it feels kind of wide in hand. It's I believe 1 3/4 at the nut, but it feels very good. For reference, of course, I have big hands, long fingers. Keep that in mind. But yeah, so you'll notice there's a decal on the back of the headstock. So we believe that this instrument was refinished by Martin about 1940 or so. So that's where that decal would have come from. I'm coming around to the front, torch here, and Waverly tuners, of course. I believe those are Waverly's. Double check the listing. And then, of course, we have 45 style position markers along the fingerboard. Bar frets on this creature, but the bar frets feel great. They're as smooth as bar frets can be. They feel very lovely in hand. The setup on this thing, again, is excellent. You know, this is not just an heirloom collector piece, one-of-a-kind instrument. It also happens to sound amazing and to play fantastically well. It's really, I guess that's kind of the trifecta, really. Yeah. So, it is an honor and a privilege to have this 1930 0045 Deluxe Martin here at the shop. And if you are interested in learning more about this instrument, do give us a shout. Check out the listing. Check out all of the videos we've done with this instrument. We have cut a lot of content with it to showcase it in a wide range of settings. So check all those out and give us a shout. Cheers.